What's up, guys? All right, today I want to talk to you about reviews. And more specifically, I see a lot of people, hear a lot of people that are losing reviews, not getting reviews blocked and not being able to get any reviews in the first place at all. So I want to just briefly run through kind of the changes that Amazon's gone through in the last, probably about a year. But they've really changed and gotten very strict about their policies of what you can do, what you can't do, and how you need to go about utilizing their platform to get reviews. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Tom Hayes. We talk strictly about Amazon private label. If you're coming back, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Let's quickly dive into this, though. I try to be very to the point with these videos. So first of all, let's start with what is a review, okay? So reviews are basically the ranking system that Amazon uses to provide social proof for that product itself, right? So let's just hop over here. And if you've been here before, you know that bamboo toothbrush is my go-to. So when you're scrolling through products, you start seeing the number of reviews total and the average stars for all of them, okay? So, and you can actually see a breakdown of percentage-wise and where these all land. Now, I want you to understand that, it's very important that these reviews are accurate. And think about it this way, because that's like social proof of all your friends saying they want to go to, go see this movie, go see this movie, go see this movie. It's just a validation online. That's the method that they have to use, okay? So it's really their scoring system of how well people like this product. Now understand that like TripAdvisor, like a lot of other platforms, you see the reviews, and usually it's the people that love your product or hate your product. It's not much in between, all right? Most people aren't coming to leave, a 3-star review or 4-star review. They're typically one way or the other on either end of the spectrum. So this becomes critically important because it is Amazon's way to basically maintain their reputation as a platform as a whole. And they want people coming back. They need people to be able to trust in them. So that's partially why they've gotten very strict about how they do this. So what I first want to talk to you about is just that basically Amazon makes sure that any reviews that are put up, that person, they really want to maintain that transparency. They don't want that person incentivized to leave a review. They don't want them to have any money invested in either the company or the product itself, right? So they want no monetary aspect of that for that actual customer. So, and also realize basically as humans, we tend to come on here and we'll do what everybody else is doing. So we see 7, we're like, no, but this is 436. People are going to come over here because there's more, because it just seems like a more viable, proven product. No one wants to guinea pig. No one wants to be the first one to go and try a product, all right? So kind of that being said, in Amazon's actual terms of service, all right, they really outline what you can't do. They don't say what you can do. They are very strict about, these are the criteria that you cannot do. So if we actually jump over here, what I want to just show you really quickly is that they have a bunch of inappropriate product reviews. Okay, so this is all within Seller Central, and you can kind of go through this, and I'll actually put a link below just so you can actually look at this. So here's the thing. Today in this video, I don't want to go through everything you can't do. I don't want to go through their entire guidelines. That's something you can go back and look at yourself. But essentially, let's go over some of the biggest things really quickly, all right? So so you cannot post something of your own product or of somebody else's product, one of your competitors, okay? And that's either with your name or, some unknown name as well. You can't offer financial reward, discount, or their compensation. So it used to be that people would be like, oh, I'll give you 50% off if you give me a review. You can't do that anymore. And you also can't offer reimbursement. So here's the thing is that this still happens constantly. All right, this is something where people are like, oh, buy my product, I'll PayPal you back, just leave me a positive review. And unfortunately, I don't think they can ever really fully stop that. But at the same time, they're cracking down on all of that. And so free or discounted products, a family member or employee. So if you have, let's actually jump back over here. So basically your friends and family, right? So they know IP addresses, they know last names. They actually can track your Facebook and your Facebook friends. So there's a ton of Facebook groups that, they're review groups where you're exchanging with one another. They've cracked down hard on those. So don't do that anymore. Just don't fall for that trap. Don't get a part of it because they're suspending everyone or they're banning people from selling on Amazon for doing this. So, friends and family, if you're connected on Facebook, it makes it really hard. Also, anyone that's ever been on your IP address, if they've been to your house or your apartment or whatever it is, they can track that. They can see that, and they know that, you guys are affiliated with one another, so you can't do that anymore, all right? So this whole thing really is to maintain that customer experience and make sure that it's authentic and that people are actually not being falsely misled by information that they see as far as reviews go. So you can see that there's a ton of other things in here, but really what I want to show you today is verified versus unverified is one of the things I do want to touch on really quickly. So if we come over here, you can see here, so verified purchase, and this one does not have that, all right? So this one does not either. So what verified purchase means is that there's basically two components to it. The purchase was at least 80% of the sale price, all right? So it used to be like 50, and then all these other things that I know I've talked about in my other videos about like kind of the PPC launch, how giveaways used to work really well. They don't, because you can't get verified reviews, all right? So you have to have at least 80% of whatever your price is. And there's actually something to be said about that, right? So verified reviews actually carry more weight and unverified reviews don't, but they've also put limits on these recently, okay? So you can't get a huge influx of reviews in one day. And you used to see that. You used to see, and you probably still see some accounts that, are trying to do that. But you used to be able to get like 1,000 reviews in a day. And it was just like, okay, fine. Now you cannot do that, all right? So unverified is like either they didn't buy it at all, or it was more than 20% off. And this is kind of, why we've done away with the giveaways, why we've moved away from that whole capacity of things, not only because it doesn't help your actual sales velocity and rank as well, but it also hurts your reviews significantly as well. So really, with unverified, you can have a max of 3 per day, all right? And once that limit's hit, it will block anyone from adding reviews to that account, but it will also put you in this kind of like suspension almost for a period of 3 to 7 days, depending if you're a first offender, if you've done it before, and they'll start kind of doing that because Amazon's smart, right? They have all this data, they see it, and they see how frequently are people actually getting reviews like authentically across the board, not just your niche, not whatever, but like everybody, all right? And they can basically take this algorithm and draw it back. So, and then verified 6 to 8 per day. That's pretty much what you're limited to. And then you can get blocked again from 1 to 3 days, depending. So always go for verified reviews, all right? So don't heavily discount your product. Don't ask friends and family. Don't join Facebook, review groups. So going through all this stuff, right? So we could spend all the time, we could spend this entire video sifting through what you can't do. Let's really quickly focus on what you can do, because here's the thing is that you are still actually allowed to ask customers to leave you a product review. You just can't say, leave us a 5-star review. You can't influence them or give them a suggestion of what review to leave. Right? You can just simply ask for that. And the best way to do this is through an automated email follow-up sequence. And what happens in this is everyone that purchases your product, right, it triggers that they have, I have a whole sequence set up actually that I will really quickly show you. So here's my thing, right? So the first day after delivery, right, if it's Prime, then we're going to wait, every 2-day shipping, so we're going to go 3 days. All right. And then we're going to send them this. And you can actually customize these such that it's their first name. It goes directly to them, right? And, you have to change in your product name, change a bunch of things in here, but it talks about, okay, so like, we're a small family business that's in the United States, all right? You want to draw some attention to the self of like your company as itself, and just, that it means a lot that we are, that if you would come back and leave us a review, right? So I have a whole sequence of these. So, once you have 10, right? So let's start, looking at different. So this is when you first launch. We're just sending one. When you have more than 10, we're going to keep following up with them, multiple times. And these are very, very sequentially set up that you can actually contact them time and time again without you actually doing anything, right? So this is the easiest way to set up kind of that automated sequence, and it works fairly well, all right? So, and I've played with my templates, I've whatever else too. There's actually a link to them below if you want to get that email sequence, and it's worked really well for me. It's something that has, provided a lot of reviews over the course of time. And the other thing is that you might not get a ton right away, but over time, as people keep buying your product, it's something set up in the background that's constantly, driving that forward that helps you overall in the long time, like the long run rather. So this is actually, there's a ton of different services, but I've used JumpSend in the past, but it's actually owned by Jungle Scout. And what they did is they integrated those two together. So if we come over here and you can see that you can create automated customer emails. So there's a link to Jungle Scout down below. I always recommend people start here, but as you start really selling, you can actually come here and you can actually create your automated email sequences, and you can set up the triggers and you can go through that whole process. So this is incredibly powerful in that way because it allows you to, as soon as someone buys it, they're following up. It's just multiple touch points, okay? So anyone that has issues, right, you are able to reach out to them and just, try to resolve them for them. And you can, whether it's with the service, so it was shipped late, it was damaged, whatever it might be, you're able to actually contact them, okay? And you can reach out to them, and I always ask them to message me on buyer-seller messaging right here, because the idea is then Amazon can see all of your communication, right? So Amazon is now very, very well aware that you're not violating their TOS, you're not doing anything bad, and they can see that. But note here that you can do everything right for them. You can refund them, you can send them a new one, you can do whatever you can try to do to make sure that they're happy, but you cannot ask them to change their review once they leave it, all right? Now, I think that there's two other things that really go, hand in hand now. So forever, people have been trying to manipulate the system. How do I get more reviews? How do I do this? How do I, I think people really just want to overnight see this $50,000 a month product. And I get that. I understand that desire. But to build this for the long term, which is the only way you're going to see those $50,000 months, is to do it the right way. All right. And it's slower and it's more expensive and it's just tedious. Okay. But really, my biggest thing would be to set this up in the background, okay? Anyone that has any issues, reach out to them. Always do that. Always refund them, send them a new one, whatever, and do it through Amazon so they can see that, you're actually on top of the ball. But also focus on your PPC. We have numerous videos about that on this channel, okay? So focus on increasing sales. Approximately 1 out of every 100 people will leave you a review organically. But the more sales you have, the more prone you're going to get reviews, especially with this email sequence in hand with that, okay? You're going to start seeing that more and more come up. And if you're just launching the early reviewers program for $60, you can have up to 5 reviews from them, and Amazon's actually then going out and basically incentivizing those people in whatever way they actually do that, but Amazon's directly asking for them to leave reviews. And understand with this is that it can take a long time to do that. Some people get them right out of the gate. Some people, they don't see them for 2-3 months, where it doesn't really matter in their initial launch stage. And the other thing here is when you're running PPC, I understand a lot of people say, oh, I don't have any reviews, or oh, it's really hard, but start running it anyway. Start showing up sponsored. Start doing that. Especially if you have 3 to 5 reviews, then start going through these motions, because it's going to compound on itself in the long term, okay? So one thing to note though, if you are doing anything that's manipulating this, if you are going through and trying to find loopholes, if you are still a part of these Facebook, review groups or anything like that, Amazon's smart and they're going to catch on to it. If not today, if not tomorrow, it might be a month from now, but you're going to be suspended for at least 21 days. All right. And that's one thing that is very, very tough, because as we've talked about numerous times, don't run out of stock, don't do this, don't do that. But if your account is just straight up just suspended, you've done all this work and you've tried to cut corners, and now you're going to have to pay the repercussions for that, okay? So just do it right out of the gate. I promise you it's going to be better. The other thing is feedback, right? So it's a rolling 12 months. So that means that if we come back here, let's see. So this was more recent, right? But anything that's this is a brand new product. That was one that I pulled because you could easily see that it didn't have many reviews. But if we go here, and you can start seeing stuff that is over 12 months old, some of the negative reviews will drop off. Some of the other things will kind of start, sifting out, all right? So if you go and you start seeing, older reviews, they're going to start kind of going away, but you can see these are all bad. Anyways, but that helps new sellers, and that also is an incentive basically for people that have been selling for over a year. This 12-month window means they need to continuously improve their product, keep getting reviews, and keep driving this thing forward. So they might have a lot more than you to begin with, but if they don't maintain that, it's not going to matter, all right? So that's just a quick video on reviews. Join our Facebook group. We're constantly discussing, any of the new policies that are going on, any issues we're having, all right? Consider subscribing, hit like if you want to come back, be able to reference this video, and we'll see you in the next one.